أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. This is the Bintu of Fatima. We are continuing from where we left off with Sūratul Fātiha. Today we're going to finish Sūratul Fātiha, the last ayah, which is ayah 7, inshallah. Just for the last lesson of the video was not showing the qaf. The round letters again. We start with dua first. Rabbi zidna ilma, Rabbi zidna ilma, Rabbi zidna ilma, Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul uqdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli. سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم اللهم انفعنا بما علمتنا وعلمنا ما ينفعنا وزدنا علما. Okay, so yesterday's lesson I went over the round letters kha, sa, da, ta, za, ghain, qaf. So this time the kha is not, the kha is right here. Okay. So kha, sa, da, ta, za, ghain, qaf. The qaf was hiding. So inshallah, these are the 7 round letters that are original round, and I mentioned kha for kha and qaf. When they have a kasra followed by ya, you make it a little less round. You don't make it too round, inshallah. So we have a sword, a round letter again, starting it's a round letter. Original round we had that in the last lesson. Sword and ta, these are original round letters, and qaf we have again sword. So si, not sira, not si, si ra, and ra we know is round because of the fatha on it. So sira, and we study 2 count because of this halif. Sirata, we have the same word come back. Sirata, but this one didn't start with alif lam. So sirata, and we have a shadda coming up, and you know shadda we can read by itself. It's a sun letter, or if you don't know it's sun letter, you know the shadda we cannot also we can read by itself. You have to connect with the closest vowel to it, which is, and we know this hamza is not a vowel, so this is the hamza. This is the joining hamza. We're gonna connect the ta, the letter with the vowel with this lam, and we know that when the letter has a shadda, we're gonna read it twice. First with the sukun, and the second with the vowel that's on the letter, which is fatha. So we're gonna read it with the sukun first, and that gives us what? When we're reading with sukun, that means what? Lam sukun. What does that remind you? Lam sukun. That means that we're gonna read it with. We're gonna hold the lam sukun for 1 second. The first sound for 1 second. Lan Omar. So sira tol. The to is round. The lam is a flat letter. So we're gonna start off round and finish flat. End flat. Si. Remember, so I mentioned where they come from the mouth. So just remember that. We'll go to the previous recording, which is the Āyah 6 recording. Sira tol. To is round, flat and flat. Tol, hold the line 1 second. Siratul ladhina, that's. So if it's not these letters and it's not a Tajweed or lam or ra, then you know the letters, the rest of the letters are flat. Okay, ra and lam were original flat too, but lam only in Allah name is round when it's based on depending what is before it, the vowel before it, and ra is all same thing for ra. But other than that, the other rest of the letters, other than these letters that I have in this list here, are considered flat, unless otherwise. Okay. Siratul ladhina na an. We have a nun sukun. We're gonna hold. What happened to nun sukun? When you have nun and have a sukun on it, that means we do what? We hold for 1 second. An'amta. A lot of people say don't make a difference between these two. It's not an'amta. If you say an'amta, that's wrong. The first one is a hamza, the second one is a ayn. Bottom part of the throat, the hamza come from the bottom part of the throat, and this ayn come from the middle part of the throat. So you have to make a difference. No letter sound the same in Arabic. No letter sound. They might come from the same place and sound similar, but no letter sound the same, exact same. So an, am, ah. So ayn, not an amta. A lot of people make this changes ayn to hamza. An amta. When you say an amta, you're changing the ayn to hamza. So an am. Again, we have a meme sukun. What does that tell you? Remind you, meme sukun means what? Lan Omar again. So we're gonna hold that meme for 1 second too. Hold the noon for 1 second. Hold the meme for 1 second. Hold the first lam and this shadda for 1 second. So Lan Omar is your best friend. Letters, there's a lot of them. Lan Omar letters, those letters, 5 letters lam nun ayn mim ra with the sukun. When they have a sukun, sometimes they, 3 of them, then they have a shadda, lam, ayn, and ra. When they have a shadda, you first read them with a sukun, hold first sound first. When they have a shadda, because you're going to read them twice. The reason why I didn't mention nun and mim, because nun and mim, when they have shadda is a different rule. Then you apply a ghunna, which is you're going to hold for at least 2 counts, 2 seconds. So that's a different rule, ghunna. So we haven't come across one yet. So أنعمت عليهم, ayn began the ayn sound, not alayhim. If you say alayhim, you're saying it wrong. It's not hamza, it's ayn. Alayhim, middle part of your throat. If you have problems saying it, hold your voice box from side to side. Your voice box, the middle part of your throat, from side to side, and kind of press it and say the letter. That's where it's coming from the middle part of the throat. Alayhim. Is coming from the middle part of the throat. Alayhim. We have a mim sukun. Hold it for 1 second again. Alayhim. So an'amta alayhim. Ghayri. So we have a ri. Kasra, we have a sukun next to after. So we have no lam sukun. We have no the letter sukun. Later with the sukun, we have to connect with the closest vowel before. We have a hamzatul wasl in between. We know hamzatul wasl is not a vowel, so we're gonna connect the re with the lam. It's a joining. It's called the joining hamza again. Anyway. So ghayril. Hold the lam sukun for 1 second. And this is the ghayn. When ayn, I mentioned earlier, and when ayn and ghayn have a sukun, you let the whistle sound up itself. You don't just say, like for example, na'budu, not na'budu. I mentioned that in this lesson in Āyah 5. Not na'budu, but drag the ayn sound. And I said, mentioned that the ghayn is even deeper. غير المغضوب غير the raw is treated like a flat letter because it has a kasra. So raw kasra or kasratin, I mentioned that before, you treat it like a flat letter. Dhamma or dhammatain of fatha or fathatain, you treat it like a round letter. So when it has a sukun, inshallah, I'll explain what to do, inshallah, when we see raw with the sukun. غير end it round. Ma is flat and end round. Drag the sound, let it stop yourself. You have to have a gaggle sound like when you're saying dot, don't let your tip of your tongue touch the front like the dal and ta and to. Your tip of your tongue is touching the opposite inside the opposite, touching the gum. For dot, if you do out, you would, the side of your tongue is biting the side of your tongue coming from your last to the front, towards the front. Some do it on the right, some left, some both. When you do out, for example, I'll try and see which side but it's not the tip of your tongue touching the front. And some people describe it that whilst you're doing that, and which is true, your whole tongue is touching the roof of your mouth. I'll try it and see. If you say it right, your tongue, not the tip, is going up, laying on top of the roof. on the roof, sorry, of your mouth. So do you don't feel the binding much when you have it, when the letter has a fatha or kasra, but when it has a sukun or shadda out, that's why sukun, so the makharij of the letter, or home of the letter. When I say makhraj or makharij is the home, makhraj is the singular, makharij is the is this plural. So it shows the home of the letter. You hear where it comes from more. So if you want to know where a letter comes from, try to put the sukun on and say it. You will say feel it more, or the sound will come out more. مغضوب غير المغضوب, not مغضوب, not flat, but and not, yeah, we have the right sound, the gargle sound. عليهم, we have the same word again. It's ayn, not alayhim. Not alayhim. If you say alayhim, it's wrong. So we got the ayn sound. Alayhim. We have a mim sukun again. We hold it for 1 second. Alayhim. Walad. We have dot again. I explained it earlier. It's around one of the round letters, by the way. I forgot to mention that too. It's right here. Dot. Ghain is a round letter. So real round letters, original round letters we come across since yesterday. Last lesson. So, to, of, that's 3, and ghain, right, 4, and dot 5, right. So the other 2, which is the kha, and what other letter we didn't come across yet? Dho is in a'udhu. Sorry, never mind, sorry. No. So we haven't come across dho and kha yet, inshallah. So we start from the, now let's do this word first. Finish it first, then wala, we have wala, right? And then we have a alif hamzatul wasl, and we have a lam, but we have a shadda. We know we shadda, we cannot read it by itself. We have to connect it to the closest vowel. This is not a vowel, so the closest vowel is the fatha on the lam. So we gotta connect the la. So we're gonna disregard this alif, this lam, this lam, and this alif. We go straight from one. Don't try to say la. Don't drag it. Don't use the mud. Disregard it. Ignore the mud. While from the la straight to the door, skip the mud and the alif and this lam here. Walab, it's a sound letter again. Walab. Then so this door is we're gonna read the first sukun, right? Because it has shadda. Then fatha. This is the fatha. Walab do. So you feel the biting more. Walab, some people feel it on the right, some left, some, if you say right, by the side of your tongue. From coming from the last to coming towards. Walab, it's a quick one. Walab do. We have a madda alif. Madda here alif. And we have a madda alif or ya is followed by a shadda. The next letter that after the madda is a shadda, has a shadda. That means we're gonna do madda lazim. That's madda lazim, which is we're gonna stretch 6 counts. It's a compulsory stretch 6 counts. So we're gonna do walab. Some of them you're gonna stretch 3 to 4, some 4 to 5. If it's not followed by shadda, if it's followed by madda followed by hamza, yeah. But it's 3 kinds of madda, ordinary, regular madda. But this one, madda munfasil, muttasil, and madda lazim. This is madda lazim. We're gonna, those ones you stretch 3 to 4 or 4 to 5, or some do 5 to 6. But here we're gonna do 6 counts. We're gonna say walab do. The door is what we're gonna stretch 6 count before you connect it to the lam again, because lam got shadda. We're gonna read connect it to the lam first. So read the lam with the sukun. We read the lam with the sukun. So we're gonna, that means that when it stretches 6, we're gonna connect it to the lam for 1 second. Hold it for 1 second, because the first lam we're reading is with sukun. Then we're gonna say lean. And then remember we're gonna stretch the li. We have a ya but the ya is second to last letter, so we're going to stretch 4 counts again for the li, and then the noon fatha changes to what? Noon fatha changes because fatha changes to what vowel? Not, I mean, what? A neutral sound, sukun. It changes to sukun, so not vowel, but the sukun is not a vowel, it's a neutral, it's a default or natural sound. So we're gonna change it to sukun, and then we're gonna hold it for 1 second. Because why? We hold it for 1 second because no, when this fatha changes to sukun, that's gonna be noon sukun. So we know noon sukun is one of the lan omar letters, so we're gonna hold it for 1 second. And this is how that works, inshallah. Let's read the ayah again. So let me see the wala dolin, wala dolin. Some people tend to do do one lam. Wala dolin. When you say wala do, even if you say 6, wala dol, they do wala do. Some of them don't even double the wala, the dot, the shadda, wala, and then they don't stretch double this one too. So wala do instead of dolin. When you say li, wala dolin, you're not doing that to double lambs. That's wrong. You're skipping one letter. When you say wala do, you're skipping one letter here too. So this, both of them have they double. Both of them got shadda, so you gotta double both of them. First with sukun. So and let me go back and read the whole ayah again, inshallah. And some say wala da, it's a dot, it's a round letter. That's old time, back then something no different round letter. So this is a round letter, wala do, and I mentioned how you pronounce it right in here. So Sūratul ladhina an'amta alayhim ghayril maghdubi alayhim waladdallin. Okay, we do it again. Sūratul ladhina an'amta alayhim ghayril maghdubi alayhim. If it's too long, you have to stop and breathe anywhere. Preferably you're supposed to do the whole ayah, but sometimes you're tired, you don't want to breathe while you're reading, so you stop somewhere and then go back. When if you stop in the place that you're supposed to go back, you go back. I'll go back to ghayril maghdubi alayhim waladdallin. See how I hold waladdall there. Then before you say lean, to have two lambs, you gotta do that. So let me take a deep breath and say it this time without stopping. try without stopping. Take a deep breath. When you want to do that, when you have a long ayah, take a deep breath in and don't breathe out, and just start reading. That way it helps you don't lose your breath fast. Sūratul ladhina an'amta alayhim ghayril maghdubi alayhim waladdallin. I lost my breath at the end, so let me go back because I have problem holding my breath. So let me go back here. ghayril maghdubi alayhim waladdallin. Amin amin. Rabbana taqabbal minna innaka antas sami'ul alim wa tub alayna innaka antat tawwabur rahim. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك.